Hi, this is the Cardboard Stacker here with our very first post play, and this post play is going to be on Exceed. Exceed is a two-player fighting card game by level 99, and when you buy Exceed, you get 4 characters, and each of those characters have their own deck, which is stylized in their movements. So when a player chooses a fighter, they get to go against him, and it plays in the same vein as a video game fighter, in which the characters will just lash out each other until somebody is knocked down or defeated. What I like about Exceed is that it's very simple and it only uses one deck, and the setup is very short. You just choose a deck, just shuffle it, and that's it. I think one of the things I don't like about Exceed is that since I'm coming from more from a BattleCon perspective, is that it loses a bit more of the strategicness of that game. But then again, you lose that strategicness for a very faster paced game, so I guess it kind of evens out that way. My overall impressions of Exceed is that I think it's a great game, and that if you're in a hurry, you want something fast to play that doesn't take a lot of time, I think this is a great game for you. There's a lot of talk about what's different and what's similar between BattleCon and Exceed, so I'm going to start with gameplay first. I guess for me the differences in gameplay is that the the card style, the card gameplay style. Because in BattleCon, you are actually making combos with 2 cards, and then in Exceed, you actually have a pre-made deck with that stylized fighter. This really makes BattleCon more of a strategic game, and this makes Exceed more of a tactical game. And I also think that BattleCon is a bit more complex, while Exceed is more simple. And the other thing I don't think many people point out is that Exceed actually focuses on existing IPs. So IPs that, for right now, we have Red Horizon, which is by Jazzco Games. We may see, some other IPs pop up for that one. We have seen some others release, like Mage War Academy and Juno from Esper X, which I have no idea where's that from, but looks interesting. And also like that the graphic arts of the game changes. Hopefully, this changes each time, like in a new big season. So the game is released in different seasons, and that the when the IPs change, I guess the style of the cards also change. And then in BattleCon, we have totally original characters, not counting the promos, of course, but this is all created by, I guess, fans, the developers of BattleCon. I also want to point out the marketing of both of the games. BattleCon is like a big, grandiose game. It seems that they're kind of getting in the smaller side. I'm not quite sure yet. But Exceed kind of like releases in small little packs. I believe this is like either every season or every month. I don't know, but it seems it's like a smaller package, and like you can go ahead and buy multiple of these packages. They're not they're each game is a standalone and expansion for that. As for the similarities, I think they're both fighting games, of course, and so you get the same vibe from it, but the games are still different from it themselves. And if you do have BattleCon, I think Exceed is still worth looking at, because it is a different game, and that you have to realize that because you're not fighting with cards that you already know what your opponents know. This is a card deck, and that makes a big difference from what your playstyle from BattleCon than to Exceed. Oh, this is if I would like have any IPs in the game, I would probably choose, I think, Square Enix, especially Final Fantasy. And this is not just 1 or 2 games, but the whole compass of Final Fantasy. So maybe like it'd be really cool. We have like a Dissidia kind of thing where we have all the layout of characters, and maybe possible. I guess the other one would be Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem has a lot of characters. I know a lot of them are mediocre and like pushed to the side, but some of the some of the more characters that are pushed to the front are actually quite interesting. So this could be Ike, Shorin, Robin. I'm a big mage fan in Fire Emblem, so hopefully we can get some more magic users. I will have to highly recommend the game. It's because it's fast paced, and because you're making action, you're taking turns, and you like play this action, do this action, then boom, strike, and this is the part where you think a little bit more, and then it goes really fast after that because it's just a strike just happens, and like your cards play out, and then it keeps going like this until something gets knocked out. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Exceed. Go ahead, and if you like the game, it's almost ending in Kickstarter, so you can go ahead and visit the page. And before you go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, visit our Patreon page, follow us on Twitter, and keep on stacking games.